Ancient spirits whisper in the night, tales of being who lives outside of time. Morghoulus, the one who's seen it all. Countless lives, each one met with a fall. Wanderer, what crowns a soul forever lost, searching for meaning at any cost. In shadows he lingers, a ghostly figure, haunted by echoes of past lives' vigor. Oh, Morghoulus, echoes of past love's vigor, haunted by echoes of past lives' vigor. Oh, Morghoulus, dance with the edge of fate in your last life before it's too late. One more chance to glimpse eternity before death herself claims your soul's serenity. Oh, Morghoulus, dance with the edge of fate in your last life before it's too late. One more chance to glimpse eternity before death herself claims your soul's serenity.
Dear Lord, I am late. Oh, goodness gracious. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tavern Talk. Not only that, but welcome back to the stream. I am Morghoulus, your ghoul extraordinaire. I may be dead, but I'm also alive. And up here is Lou, my fellow compatriot. She is my death, my sworn, my muse. And not only that, but we're going to be running a tavern. For those who are joining in, yes, Lou is here. Also equals. Oh, fuck you too. How you doing, Mr. Cat? Oh, also, before we get into it, if you enjoy what you see here, feel free to follow me here on Twitch. You can also subscribe. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time. Or if you happen to be in the States, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike, and let me know what you thought down below. Not only that, but if you go into my, if you're watching live here on Twitch, you can actually scroll down to go visit that exact, what's it called? The YouTube channel, my exact YouTube channel, where I upload all my VODs, and that way you guys can see what else I've streamed. Doing well? Hell yeah, man. And not only that, but oh, come on, there we go. And if you can see up pinned up atop of the comment of the chat, rather, you can actually check and take a look at my Discord channel. It is live. It is working. It is breathing. At least for now. My request is if you feel like you want to join the community and, build yourself have some fun and everything, feel free to join in. We allow memes, we allow clips to be shared, we even allow memes to be shared, as well as some other stuff. You can even do fan arts. Okay. And let's go ahead and jump right on in. Act 2. Starlight Sonata. Interlude. 13th of the astral moon. Oh. Okay. I know you. I'm thinking you're also in the same thing. Mr. Cat, I am right about who I think these are, right? Like I feel like I've seen these characters before, and you definitely. What I think I'm well. First off, I think my cute little dragonoid familiar over here is gonna keep distracting me the entire time. But I'm trying to remember. I think it was Monster Prom. Is it Monster Prom? What's up, Perry? Monster Prom, right? It's Monster Prom. I think it's Monster Prom. Nothing much. Just trying to get my bearings and also realizing that I think these are characters from Monster Prom. Okay. So now I need to figure out how to voice Preppy. I don't know, maybe or yeah. Fine. All right, fine. Let's see. How do I do a Preppy voice? Phew. Oh God. I wanted to puke doing it. I'm doing okay, but I feel like puking for attempting a preppy voice. I knew we took the right path. Valley Girl equals. Oh, fuck. Okay. Fuck it. We're going full Valley Girl. What's up, Pistal? It's sad I'm actively cringing. Who said we can't road trip all by ourselves? Liam did, I think. I think that was perhaps a rhetorical question. Whoa, dude. Didn't see you there. What's up? The sky, last time I checked. It better be. It'd be very confusing otherwise. Very true. Is that your crib? It is indeed. Welcome to my Wayfarer's Inn. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Hi guys, they're the goodest of boys, Scott Howe. And together we are the prank masters. With a Z. Woo! Pleasure to meet you. I'm your humble innkeeper. Awesome. What drinks do you serve? Yeah. We're in desperate need of some booze. What's up, Clara? What's up? I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't serve booze. What? Why? The age rating system is quite harsh on such things, and I've got to keep the place open somehow. I feel you. Oh, nope. That's somebody else's voice. I feel you. We've all got some burdens to carry. Oh, it's so hard to do Valley Girl. It's raining here. Well, it's actually kind of sunny out today on my end. Hopefully, well, if you like the rain, I hope it keeps raining. If you prefer the sun, I hope it gets sunny for you sometime soon. What else have you got? Magical beverages that can enhance your abilities. It's even rumored they might influence your fate. Whoa, that's so cool, dude. Like an influencer, but for fate. A fate influencer. Fate fluencer. That would go so hard at Moments Gram. It goes pretty hard here as well. Bet. So everywhere is cold. Yeah, it's cold here too. I consistently have to wear extra layers just because I'm cold. And Kate, please influence our fate before I get bored. I'm feeling incredibly displeased from this weird AF trip. You love the rain? Hell yeah. I love the rain too. It actually helps me relax, but it also makes me feel extremely sleepy. Sounds like you're in dire need of some stamina. Though, I think you could use something a bit stronger than usual. Dope. Give me your strongest potion. Keeps me indoors. Technia. Never mind. Oh. Okay. Second. Got the sailor. We could go with Sailor's Courage. Do I want Sailor's Courage? I want to go with Sailor's Courage. Yep. There we go. And there we go. One Sailor's Courage coming right on up. Where are you streaming from? I'm in Germany right now. You know what? It is good that I'm giving her defenses against fire, because you know what? If they're on a road trip, which God knows how in the hell they got here, but fuck it. A funky drink for a funky gal. Let's see. Whoa, this is good. Very good. So good, I don't even miss the booze. Why are we playing this music? Well, maybe a little bit. I'll take that as a compliment. Try this, Scott. Whoa. That tickles. Just like pickle juice. So, Scott, how? Would you like a drink as well? Nah. Why are we listening? Why is Baya's music playing? I've only guessed that. I don't know if Baya's music fits them. Then again, I don't know. But you can tell us where we are and what cool things we can check out around here. You're in Zenith, in the Republic of Fisoa. Are you lost? No, at least as long as we're having a blast. Yeah, he's good. You do seem slightly out of this world, though. Ooh. Oh, nope, that was... Ugh. I can't keep her voice well. It's... You know what, it's fine, because she's not going to be here very long, I don't think. I still like Baya's music, by the way. It's weirdly relaxing while trying to keep a sense of, like, its weird eeriness. Maybe you're onto something, Potion Seller. I'm not... You know, we were road tripping, supposedly to be like the road trip of our lives, when something weird happened. We were about to make the next turn at the crossroad, and then whoosh, portal opened up, and I couldn't hit the brakes in time. Yeah, we drove straight through and ended up on a gravel road. Everything seemed different and dated. So dated. Dated? Duh. I've seen and done plenty of weird stuff, and this is a different kind of weird. So weird. No cars, no carriages and stuff. Only carriages and stuff. Cars? Yeah. What are cars? Hey, G-Win. How you doing? And hey, Miss White. Wow, I missed you. Oh my goodness. How y'all doing today? Welcome to my tavern. Those things that go vroom. I'm afraid I've got no clue what you're talking about. I don't think cars exist here, Scott. Like, now it makes sense that my phone has no signal either. You're not wrong. It's been a minute. What makes sense? We landed in the past. Whoa. Does that mean we time travel? Yeah. That's so cool. You're doing alright? Hell yeah, man. I doubt time travel is possible. It sounds more like you participated in an inter-universal travel, which is rare, but happens occasionally. Wait. So what you're saying is we are super special and lucky to have participated in such an event? This felt shy to chat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being shy. However, do not hesitate to chat. I enjoy interacting with everyone who pops in. It's especially because, like, for me, like, I love talking to people as I play a game, especially when it's especially when I'm digging into something that I'm really sinking my teeth in. Like this game, I love sinking my teeth into because I get to feel anticipation and excitement at just meeting the different characters that are popping up. But also, I get to see what's going on with you guys. So, like if you're feeling shy, obviously don't feel like you need to talk. But if you want to talk, don't hesitate. I love to talk with y'all. All right? It's one of the best things about honestly all of this. Oh, likely. Delve. This is science, God. This universe sent us here to wreak havoc. Ooh. Oh. Woo! The prank masters will strike again. Oh gosh. Soon. After a nap. Can we take a nap, Polly? Good idea. Hey, funky magic mystery pal. You better get to writing the tour guide. I'll see what I can do. You will? Hell yeah. And again, no pressure. Seriously. Like, the main thing is come here, chill, have a good time. We're here to vibe. We're here to have a good time. Good. Do you have a room for us? Of course. I've got a room upstairs. Just ignore the scratching sounds and leaking water by the iron door. Don't worry, we've seen worse than that. We've got plenty of experiences with sea monsters. Always hyped to meet more. See you in a bit, Inky. Come on, Scott. Let's hit the sheets. Maybe I should add some do not enter signs. Are you blowing bubbles? What? When did you start blowing bubbles? That's cute. Ah, it's Maya! Hey, Liquidus. Licorice. Oh my goodness, Licorice. Licorice? Is it Licorice? I'm gonna go with Licorice. What's up, Licorice? How you doing? It's been a minute, too. Wow. Holy crap. Glad to see you, Baya. Thank you for having me. Now, that... Is your friend's dispute still ailing you? Still so lonely. Lonely. I came to ask, have you sent someone to help my friends? I did, actually. You did? Yes, I sent Fable and Aura to solve the dispute. Oh, then let's hope they'll be friends again soon, so we can have tea parties again, and I can stop being lonely. At least people visiting my spa, that's... Thank you for handing out my coupons. Oh, they're perfect. Did I hear spa? Yes. Oh, my voice is cracking from doing these semi-feminine voices. Doesn't that sound like something, Scott? Woo! I love spa things. Now, are you our tour guide, sweet blonde creature?
Tour guide. You wish to visit my spa?
These two are Polygeist and Scott Howe. They're currently looking for
Entertainment. And a way back home, but entertainment first, obviously. It's getting incredibly boring here. No offense, funky magic mysterious mystery pal.
none taken.
Where is your home?
In a portal or something.
Eh. Yeah, we would.
It's killing me inside. Doing this voice is killing me inside. Fucking hell. Polly! Find your own dimension back home, damn it. So I can stop being a preppy girl.
We came through a portal, which is itself is pretty rad. But we had the medieval tavern experience and all. It was good while it lasted, but it's time to move on. Move on to my spa? Something like that.
Which makes me think. Aya, do you think you can help him find a way back home?
Of course.
You can do that?
But first, you have to visit my spa.
Nothing. Oh god, I have to jump between. Aya's voice is actually easier to do. It's just that jumping between her voice and then her voice are actually hard.
Nothing easier than that. I'm in a bit need of a facial anyway. Air here is so dry. My bog water is especially moisturizing.
Wait. Does that mean we get to go skinny dipping in some hot springs?
Oh yeah, totally. My hot springs are the best. Cool. We can got a pit stop at your spa and then a road trip back home.
Nice joining again? Hell yeah.
You joining us for a ride, sweet bog creature? Please say yes. You'll see. I'll first show you to the portal at my spa.
If you bring them to the portal, you could take a ride with them through it. Might help you with your loneliness.
You think so?
By the way, thank you kindly. Also, how you doing, by the way? Oh man. No one's slowly on the ride with the prank masters.
I'll think about it. Which portal do you want to take? The one through Avalon, full of dreams and forests. Or the one through the Twilight Chasm, place full of dread and weird fishies.
Ooh. Doing great, hell yeah. I wish I could pet this one too. And Baya is still cute. I don't care what anyone says, Baya is cute to me.
Ooh, Twilight Chasm sounds spooky. I love spooky.
I love dreams. They're so weird. Like that one dream I had where I was my own dad. What? What?
Where should I lead them, innkeeper?
Hold up. I actually want to check just to make sure I'm actually understanding things real quick. Dreams within forest, Twilight Chasm, a place of dread and weird fishies. I'm gonna go with the portal to Avalon.
Through the lush forest of the Ashen Grove.
Through the way we came, not gonna lie, That's lame. But it's a quick way home. And full of dreams, Polly. Imagine how many pranks we can pull on sleeping people. That's not...
True. Amazing. And it's settled. Can't wait to show you my mud masks. Can't wait to show you the world, sweet bog creature.
I'm glad you called her a sweet bog creature, because she is a sweet bog creature. Like, look at that face! How can you be finding this face scary? That is so cute. She is so cute.
My name is Baya.
Oh, look at that. She's even doing the fucking cute ass face. Okay.
My name is Baya.
Let's hit the road, Baya. Enjoy the trip and safe travels.
Goodbye, potion seller.
See ya.
Ah, goodbye, innkeeper.
Glad Baya could find a little comfort in those peculiar visitors, at least. Hi, Morghoulus. Hey, Raj, how you doing? Excited to hear the story she'll tell when she gets back. Oh, that's it? That's the day. Oh, well, it is an interlude. Man, I chose the title for this stream very accurately. Pasts and presents. Gonna drop a save. Chapter 13. Calm Hell or High Water. 17th of the Astral Moon. Hey Clara, it's raining just like in game, just like it is in over where you're at. Oh shit, I forgot her voice. Shit. What did I do for her voice? Oh man. Shit. Good evening, innkeeper. Good evening, Grace. Can I ask you for a drink? Anytime. What can I do for you? I'm pretty spent. Do you have something that will keep my mind awake for a little while? Or a little longer? I should have something that can do just that. One moment. Brain power. Let's go with this one. This looks like it'll be fun to put together. There we go. And one more. One Peak Sunrise. A drink for the mind and soul. Enjoy. Thank you. This is what I just what I needed. Why are you still so tired? I thought you were done with your thesis. I am, which also means I need to figure out what to do next. The possibilities are endless, but not boundless, so considerations are a complicated endeavor. Have you considered a break? I have. Say, innkeeper, you had forever. What would you do with it? I've never thought about that before. I like being an innkeeper, so I could just keep doing this forever. It's relaxing and safe, and I get to meet the most wonderful people and wizards all day. Forever is really a really long time. Is there anything else you would like to do? I'd love to go on a road trip.
Really? Where to?
Anywhere, really. See the world, the forests, the seas.
Stop by each of their 5 interplanar portals and see what all the hype's about. What'd you go through?
I'm not sure. I was thinking more about having a picnic and a conversation nearby. Maybe a nap. I could rate them by which fruits grow around them.
Now you're making me curious. Will you send me your studies?
You'll be the first to know. What would you do with immortality?
I'll learn everything there is to learn. Every language, instrument, skill, and facet of mortal existence.
What's up, Barry?
I would love to travel the plains with my brother and learn even more. Have an infinite amount of tea parties.
I'd come to those.
When we were little, Hex would always make all these stuffed animals dance around our little tea table. He didn't have money for music boxes, so he just made up songs for them to dance to. He sang them to me. If I had the time, I'd love to write down all those songs and invent dances for them.
You should make time for that. It's your time after all. And besides, well, you don't have forever, you do have quite a lot. An elven lifespan is nothing to scoff at, and even if you only get half.
Not if you got the human side of the lifespan.
Oh, that's less time.
It is, but I'll make the most of it.
What will you do then? Next then?
I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about going to the Ash Beetle.
The capital of the Magocracy. Oh my goodness, Magocracy. Oh my god, help! Magocracy. Magocracy. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot read the word Magocity. I heard the libraries there are 60 stories tall and rivers float through the sky in an exuberant display of mana. Sounds like paradise for someone like you.
Yes, but Hex really wants to stay here. He likes Pessoa, Zenith, the Ashen Grove. I think he likes how quiet it is, if you would believe it. I don't think he'd like the bustle of it all.
Could just go without him. There's a I want to slap the innkeep so hard right now. There's a Macrassian embassy in Zephyr. Their teleportation is expensive, but reliable.
I don't think he wants to go back to Zoford either, and I won't make him.
He could teleport himself then.
Really shouldn't. It's quite a long distance, and he's always been awful at teleportation.
He could take a ship.
I appreciate the effort, but I don't think a ship would help make the distance acceptable to him. He's always going to follow me, no matter where I go. I think he doesn't want to miss out on any adventures or celebrations or funerals. You can just tell him you want to go be alone. Oh my god. You can just tell him you want to go alone. But then he'd be alone too.
Just talk to him, Grace.
I don't want to spend our time together fighting. I just don't want him to spend it mourning me either.
What's up, Brimel? Welcome to the tavern. You should tell him that. He'll have enough time to mourn you when you're gone. Unlike life, that never ends.
I suppose you're right. I'd like to leave something he can remember me by. Maybe I'll build my own wizard tower.
Please do. I love those.
Did you hear about the one on Morlia? Near Dalwell?
The one with infamous Macracian fugitive? Because I'm gonna fucking die if I try saying this word ever. Fine, thanks. Glad to hear. This word, I cannot say it for the life of me. Hold up. No, it's not even a real word, so I can't even look it up. The very same. It seems that its wizard has disappeared without a trace, leaving his tower vacant. I've always wanted to stop by for tea, but I don't want to be rude and intrusive, so I haven't. I wonder what he's left behind. I'm sure it's a collection of fascinations and possibilities. Couldn't you just teleport in to check? You can't exactly teleport in and out of a well-protected place all willy-nilly. You might end up trapped on a whole other plane. You might, but that's what happened to the maybe that's what happened to the wizard? Maybe. No one seems to know what happened to him, or who he even was, and no one seems interested in finding out either. Isn't that sad? A little. I don't want to disappear like that. You won't. I'll tell your story for as long as I'm around. How long is that? For as long as this world will bear me. You are very easy to bear. Thank you, Grace. Would you like to stay a little while? Please, I find your inn truly inspiring. I'll be here if you need a rubber duck. I'm counting on it. Lullaby. Hang on, I gotta check something. What was that? A lullaby? All it tells me is that 18.1% players have gotten this achievement. Hiya, innkeeper. Hiya, you two. Drink, please. Or two, actually. Sure thing. Actually, what name are we on now? Well, or is still fine. Come on, that was a whole week ago. I was busy. Again, it is like having virgins and Sunny in the same room. So it is making me laugh because he tries to be as fucking edgy as possible, where he says the edgiest shit, and I'm like, yeah, virgins would say this kind of shit, and it still sounds stupid to me. But I like him as a character because I like how he approaches, how he's got his bits. Okay. And Fable, obviously, Fable is just a sweet cinnamon bun that I do not want to see cry. Want to come up with a new one now, then? Can I come up with one? Sure. How about Kumo? I feel like you look like a Kumo. Fits. Ah! Do I want to call him soft? Do I want to call him soft? I feel like I want to call him soft because I want him to feel able to be vulnerable, but I also don't want to make it seem like I'm teasing him. Hell yeah, have yourself a nice drink. Alright. He's just as soft as a cloud. That's what I was thinking. I'm nothing like a cloud. Sounds like something a cloud would say. He's blushing! He's so... Our drinks. Can we get them now? Of course. What would you like? Something sweet bubbly, maybe. If you can find something like that. You know? Sure. I'll see if I can find the words you're looking for. Something sweet and... Something sweet. Something sweet. Thousand Winds is nice. I think a sunny breeze is a good one. I think he needs a sunny breeze. Because a sunny breeze is one of those, like, where... Oh!
What the fuck?
Hey, Valkyrie. What's a what the fuck? Why you saying what the fuck, ah? Is it because Kumo is asking for something sweet? Soft? Onto, I gotta pet you real quick. Liquid charisma for those in need. Maybe you should try it then. Do you want me to send? Do you want to send it back? No, it's good. Glad to hear that. Mabel, what can I get you? Maybe something that will make me feel like I could lift 1,000 clouds? Like, I've got the strength of a dragon, or something like that. Carolyn always says it's pretty tasty. I see. Carolyn's special then. Dankeschön. She wants strength. Well, what's the sailor's courage, actually? Ah, scheiße. No, I don't need that, actually. I need a little bit of charisma. A little bit of this. The sailor's courage, coming right on up. A regular's favorite for another regular. Thank you. It's delicious, as usual. And that's what I like to hear. I like the new hair, by the way. Oh, you do? Thank you. Hang on. Was it always... Was it... Yeah! Their hair is different. Okay. I was like trying to figure out what was off. Looks really nice, right? Kumo! That is so sweet of you. Kumo braided it for me. He helped me calm down after we encountered the Morgan, but I should probably start at the beginning, right? I'd appreciate that. Alright, so, what happened at the beginning? The ship to Boreas. Right. I was a bit worried on the journey we were embarking on. After all, the seas around Boreas are famously hard to traverse. With all the wild magic around and all. Hey, Bite Queen, what it do? But just before we left Zenith, we ran into Una in the midst of the arm wrestling match against Iniko. Una, Iniko. Hold up. Una, Iniko. Una. Okay, Iniko. Ah! Una was going against Iniko. I'm glad I haven't... I know I'm gonna run into him now. Oh, them. Whatever. Fuck it. Okay. It's just... Okay. I took the opportunity to ask her for advice. Thought maybe she had traveled there before. You could have also asked me. She was closer. Right. Did she have any good advice?
She did. With her help, we were able to avoid all the dangerous maelstroms, sea stacks, and iceberg elementals.
That must have been made for a very relaxing journey.
It did. It was very inspiring, too. We were able to see the dancing, colorful auroras in the night sky as we drew closer. They were starless, but still breathtakingly gorgeous. I even started a new song. It wasn't ready to be shared yet, though.
I just wanted a sneak peek.
Well, you should have snuck better.
Your song? Can I hear it?
It's not done yet. Thanks to Una, we made it to Boreas a lot faster than we had planned. We also docked far away from the typical explorer's route. It was completely abandoned by everything but nature, as if no one but us had been there before. It's kind of exciting.
Very adventurous for sure. You know, the thing I love about Fable is the fact that they have gone so far. Their expressions have been less about feeling nervous and more about growing a little bit more confident. And because of that, it feels like Fable has gotten the chance to expand their horizons a lot more. And Bright, what is up?
Hey!
As we headed inland, we were quickly swallowed by the fog that engulfed most of the entire island. It moved in strange patterns, creating unidentifiable forms within the mist that hungered for life. Stop being so cute. Too late, stop it. The thicket rustled as we walked by, whether moved by the wind or by creatures we couldn't tell. The trees were shaped strangely, with shimmering portals forming in their empty husks. Our own quiet breaths were often interrupted by shrill shrieking sounds that seemed to come from the right above us. It was most idyllic.
Ants were scary. It was mostly scary.
I wouldn't have minded strolling around until we ran into something roaming the island, but... Oh, Shiza, I missed your... Oh my goodness, I missed your freaking messages. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Just got back from work. Hopefully your work was going fine. And... Hell yeah. Let's see. It was a little cold, so I found a local to ask for directions. While wandering around, we came across a clearing surrounded by tall trees. I can't read, apparently. Or rather, one tree. All of them were connected, intertwined with one another. Through one of their twisted connections, a waterfall with no discernible origin was flowing into a small pond, and in its midst rested
A nymph! A real nymph!
bathing.
She was weaving flowers crowns for the fish. She was beautiful, with long black hair and skin that glistened in the sunlight when being reflected off the waterfall. Her eyes were like sparkling gemstones, and her smile was full of kindness.
She was alright, but also the only person around. So Fable asked her for directions. No, Fable asked her about everything but directions. I asked her for directions.
She was very helpful. She even gave us a gift.
A gift? That's sweet. She gave us earplugs against the Banshee's song, so our bones wouldn't shatter. Very helpful. Did you offer to write her a jingle in return?
I did. She said if we were to survive the encounter with the Banshee, I could come back and she'd think of what she'd need a jingle for. She was thinking about setting up a dragonfly exhibition. So, maybe for that.
Who would she have even advertised to? Frogs? Oh, Shiza, I missed more messages. Holy shit. Wide-eyed cute elf. Adorable indeed.
And toads.
The Banshee was our first priority. So we stealthily made our way to the lonesome lagoon with earplugs in our ears.
We mostly walked and talked about our favorite dragonflies.
As we finally approached the lonesome lagoon, the thick mist enveloped us. It suddenly became so cold, we could see our own ragged breaths. And then we heard it, a song filled with all the sorrow of the world compressed into a single note.
It sounded really nice. There was so much emotion in that song. Sadness, longing, yearning, anger. We wanted to be polite and wait until she was done singing, but she just kept going. Like tears that wouldn't stop. So I decided to be a little rude, stepped forward, and said hello.
They said, "Hello, Banshee. I really like your song." That confused the Banshee so much that she stopped. She smiled, wearing a row of deadly sharp teeth.
She's really very nice, actually. She asked if we wanted to steal from her lagoon. When we said no, she invited us to sing along.
Did you?
Of course.
It was kind of fun.
It was. And I thought, what better time to bring up the Morgan but now? So I led with,
What's up, Rowan? This is a great way to open up real quick, real smooth, super smooth. So smooth, I just can't help but be like, oh.
So I led with, I bet you do this with your girlfriend all the time, right? She suddenly looked at me with hatred and anger and then just started screaming. I was very thankful for the earplugs at that moment. I think without them my bones might have melted.
That was our cue to leave. So I pulled Fable back into the thicket of the borean forest.
Obviously we couldn't just leave it at that failure, so we looked around for a peace offering. Found some spiky pink fruits with a pattern of little ghost horses on them. We thought she might like them. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us, and we sat down at the side of the lagoon to talk. Beautiful, by the way. Right in the middle of the giant portal into the Twilight Chasm.
You doing good? Hell yeah.
It colors the waters this deep. Dark blue with swirling clouds of darkness within.
There were bones floating in the lagoon too. By the way, the wanted picture keeps changing. I just want to bring that up.
I almost brought one for your tavern.
Hold up. I got distracted. The bones floating the... I mean, while I enjoy the, the nice little props here and there, these little nice things... You know what? No, I'm just gonna ask her, why didn't you?
I thought you wouldn't like it.
I love bones.
I'll keep that in mind for the future. The Banshee actually fished out some bones to fidget with. It's stopped her from screaming every time she brought up the Mari Morgan. Or Marmor, as she calls her.
That's a cute nickname, Marmor. That's a cute nickname.
Turns out that the Mari Morgan had been ignoring all of her calls. Ever since the Banshee had crowned Gaia's scariest monster by Screech,
Oh my god.
Screech magazine, she told us it carved a hole in their relationship that caused a lot of jealousy. She was disappointed in the Morgan.
Oh my god. I butchered the line.
And she was so disappointed that the Mari Morgan cared more about some stupid popularity contest than her. We asked her if she wanted to talk about it with Mari Morgan herself. But she says she didn't need to apologize for being scary. She was very thankful. She got to talk. She was very thankful she got to talk about it, though. She was holding it all in because she didn't want to burden Baya with all the drama. She even offered us to spend the night at her nearby cave, which was really nice of her.
Did you end up taking a nap at her lair? We thought about it, but it was filled to the brim with the riches of the dead, which was far too alluring to allow us to fall to the college sleep. That's very smart, Kumo. You found loot? You have my attention. What did you find? Gold, bones, skulls, jewels of all sizes.
And a loot! It was broken, but I fixed it up anyway. There was also a delicate silver mirror that had hearts carved all over it.
That's probably the Mari Morgan. A gift from the Mari Morgan to the Banshee. If it had hearts on it, I'm thinking that's the case.
Nomo recognized it as magical from its arcane markings.
Melina showed me them in some book the other day. But the wizard and Zofard showed us around his library. It was a mirror of farce speech. It lets you speak to anyone on this plane, given that you've seen them before. So you called Melly? No. We called the Mari Morgan. Oh, that makes more sense. How did it go?
Oh, well, I had to be the one to make the call since Kumo had never met her. But when her face appeared, all I could do was stare at her aura as she gazed back at me. I felt like I was back in the Ashen Grove, leading adventurers to their doom, and I just froze.
So I took the mirror out of their hands. Her first words were threats of what she would do to us if we had dared to harm the Banshee. Of course we hadn't. That briefly calmed her down. Until I asked her why she wasn't there, if she was so worried about the Banshee's well-being. Avoiding the question, she instead talked to us about the state of the lagoon. She complained that it had been incredibly loud with all the tourists and whatnot. I assured her that there were no tourists, at least none that were alive. So, she asked what I was doing in that lair then. Honestly, I replied that the Banshee had offered us a place to stay in her cave. I quickly realized I had picked the wrong thing to say. Yeah, I was like, you don't want to tell the girlfriend of a monster, who happens to also be a monster, that you're staying in her girlfriend's place. Trust me, it's not good wording. Just like immediately opening up your line about, hey, I bet your girlfriend does this because you already know the situation between said girlfriends. Couples, whatever. You know how it is. If you ever have a friend who's having a relationship issue, maybe don't start off the question by, immediately talking about what's clear, something that they may have done with said lover, when it's clear they're not having a good time at this time. Her eyes started bleeding black ichor, and she began cursing us out in tongues.
The mirror cracked under her gaze and started bleeding black water. It was terrifying. And then we were just supposed to sleep there, as if she couldn't crawl out of the mirror any second.
After that happened, I thought that we shouldn't discuss our further plans in the cave. So I pulled Fable outside and we went for a walk. The nymph had mentioned this enchanted flower field where she collects flowers for the fish. So we went there. Thought it might be a good spot.
It was a good spot. Even though I couldn't stop shaking for a while, the flowers really helped. As did not being alone.
Was that when Kumo braided your hair?
It was, yeah. The hair kept falling on my face and it was overwhelming me. So he sat me down and braided away while I was working on rebuilding the loot. He said that some distraction would help. Talking also really helped. Even if I asked a lot of stupid questions.
There's no stupid questions.
Hey, thank you, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, Kumo. You and me were on the same page.
Oh, they're too cute. Anyways, cute elf is cute. Anyways, they weren't stupid, just curious. Did you have a favorite one? That's where I learned to braid hair. That actually brought us further on our quests. How so? Well, I learned it from my mother. It's the only thing I feel I have left of her. I'm sorry, madam. It was her way of apologizing. She was never very good with words. It made me think.
Well, it looks like that's probably where you got where you're not so good with words.
Sometimes people aren't very direct with what they mean. I have heard of that, yes. Like the Mori Morgan. She didn't seem angry about the Banshee outdoing her in some fear pageant. She didn't even mention it once. She only got upset when she thought we had hurt the Banshee. Or when she thought we were tourists, or when said we were staying in that cave. Like she was jealous of something entirely different. From some issue of Screech magazine.
We talked it through and decided we had to get the two of them to talk face to face. Obviously, it would be difficult because of the distance, but
I had taken the mirror with me when we left. Thought it might be useful. Cover the thief. Hey, what a do, pistol. Indeed. Okay, indeed. I used to call Baya. I asked her to tell the Mari Morgan to come to Boreas. Fable mentioned she could teleport via plants, however that works.
she can. You should try it out. It's nauseating. I think we'll pass. While I went to talk to the Banshee, Kumo picked up the Mari Morgan.
She and I really connected on eyeliner techniques. She and I really connected on eyeliner techniques. When we arrived at the lagoon, they were immediately ready to claw each other's throats. And not in a fun way. But somehow, we managed to convince them to sit down.
We tried to get them to talk about each other's their feelings, but they just kept talking past and over and away from each other.
Arguing about an issue that didn't exist.
So I had this crazy idea. I took out my new lute and asked them if they wanted to write a song together. They declined and insisted their voice would clash, but I thought at the very least I'd stop them from arguing. How about help me convince them by summoning tiny rain clouds, pattering in the gentle, melodic rhythm to inspire them to give it a try. We asked them to put all their emotions about the whole situation into a song. In the end, they harmonized together perfectly. It's like their voices were made for each other. The gentle hum of my lute.
Oh, lute. Ah, it was beautiful.
And a little bone-shattering, but very romantic. Most importantly, the song finally got them to understand each other. Like Kuma had expected, Mari Morgan was scared, not jealous, now that the Banshee was so popular. She had feared that the Banshee would become really busy with tourists visiting all the time. She assumed she wouldn't have time for her anymore. But the Banshee assured her she doesn't care about any of the tourists. Only about the Mori Morgan. And Baya, of course. We told them to talk to her too, and mentioned how much she had been missing them. They agreed to meet for a tea party in the Ashen Grove, so Baya doesn't have to travel too far.
Did you invite them to your barbecue?
No. After the outpouring of emotions, they wanted some time for themselves.
The quest was done. It had only taken us 2 days, which was really efficient. Unfortunately, we had told the ship to pick us up in 3 days, so we were trapped on the island. So you swam back? What? No. What's wrong with you? The usual.
We started brainstorming about what we could do while we waited. So I talked about that cheesecake recipe. But then I realized there wasn't anywhere to make it. They don't have any taverns on Boreas. It was a stupid idea.
It wasn't. Somewhere on the island, we had to make something. It had to be something to bake a cheesecake in. Did you find that something?
We did. But it turned out it's its own small quest. First, we had to find the right place for our little adventure. We met these lovely gnomes living in our little mushroom houses, and they offered to let us use their ovens. But they were too small. They introduced us to the local toad hill giant. His kitchen was enormous, but it was easier to work in than one that was too small. Then the gnomes, the nymph, and the giant helped us gather ingredients from all across the island. So we were able to make enough cheesecake for everybody. I burned mine a bit. But when we made the second batch for the ship's crew, they were already starting to turn out better. Kuma was a really good teacher.
And you're a really good student.
Thank you. The cake really lifted the crew's spirits on the journey back. We agreed to teach them the recipe once we hit land. Afterwards, they invited us to the captain's birthday party. They even introduced us to the traveling obelisk who sang us a song on the ancients. They showed us a shortcut through the
Oh god, help me. What's up next?
the Rhyoliths mountain range where we met some flaming songbirds.
And now you're here.
And now we're here.
Well, I'm glad you came back.
Of course we did. I promised a good story.
You delivered tenfold. Where are you two going next? I should probably talk to Melina. She was pretty mad when I left. I guess I should apologize. Well, I still can. Good idea. And, okay, let me go ahead. Oh. Thank you, Nix. And here's another thing. I really like... Oh, crap, I don't remember. What name are you going under now, motherfucker? Hold up. What is your name now, bastard? Where are you? Where are you? Where the? Oh, there he is. Kumo. Okay. I'm really liking Kumo's character because you can see that he's steadily opening up to people. He is like before he even had he had a drink, he was already vocal. By the time he's already thinking about other people. Whenever Fable was talking down about themselves, guess what? This dude comes in to make sure that they understand that their ideas are not dumb. They are just curious. That is not something to be ashamed about, and that is not something to be feel like they're dumb for. I really like that about Kumo.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, I think I need to do this alone, or rather, with her. And I have to check in on Rufus too.
Maybe Hex taught her some fun magic tricks in the meantime.
You left her with Hex?
And with Grace.
Don't worry, nothing was set on fire. We should go. But before I go, do you maybe want to do something together later today or tomorrow, like a thing?
I quite like hanging out together. We could play charades with the werewolves.
Oh, I'm gonna have to be a wingman for them. I need to be a wingman for Kumo here. I think you meant hanging out as a date. Oh, he's blushing. I guessed right.
Did you?
Maybe I did. That's what I'm talking about. Give me the money.
Oh.
Oh, please don't break.
Okay.
Oh, thank gosh. My heart couldn't take it.
Okay. That sounds really fun.
Cool. I'll pick you up, or I'll see you around, or whatever. I'll see you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Okay.
He asked me on a date.
He did.
That's... Oh. What do I do now? Do you...
Hey, what can I say? I got them! Hey, perfect timing! Tonight! Ooh. Feeling the love! Tonight! Ooh. Thank you for the gifted sub, Miss White! Woo! Alright.
Do you think Archie has books on dating, or should I ask for Hydra for advice?
Archie or Hydra?
Ed probably knows about singing, right?
Archie is still on his quests. Also, I'm right here.
You're right. What should I do?
So, first things first, never do this. That is horrible. Just go, see where it takes you. Or see where he takes you. Hopefully somewhere nice.
I do feel safe with him, so maybe I should try trusting this more. Mostly, I think you should just be honest with him. He seems to like you for who you are, so there's no need to hide. That's the scary thing. Why does he feel that way?
Because you're cute as a... Yes! Thank you! Because you're very lovely.
People keep saying that. But sometimes I just feel a lot lovely you're hiding, you know? To me, it sounds like it's perhaps a little bit too late for that. Sorry for listening in. You two were just very sweet.
Thank you, Grace. Actually, I'm so glad Grace is here. Grace is actually a great... Actually, I feel like Grace would be a great person to talk to. Grace comes off as a very mature individual, so it makes it so that Fable can talk to her about what... Just so that way they can properly bounce off each other. As the Innkeep, like, you know, I'm here, but I don't know.
It's okay. I also thought it was very sweet. He was very, very sweet. But now that he's gone, I have time to think again. And I'm not sure it was supposed to be that type of sweet anymore. Maybe he was just being nice.
He asked you on a date because he was just being nice. Thank you, Grace. Grace, I'm gonna need you to keep... I need you to be that person who, like, questions it, pushes the right message. I do too. The thing is, I love how expressive every character is, because the way how everyone is expresses it. Oh yeah, no, it definitely has the come the fuck on face. The way why I love the expressions in this game is that for me, it helps me know exactly how I want to voice the character at that time. For example, Fable has this expression, I know immediately to go,
Well, maybe he felt bad for me, or something. Innkeeper, dear, I think Fable might need another drink. Maybe something to untangle her thoughts. Something for a quick escape from all of this overthinking. That sounds good.
I'll see what I can do. Alright, what do we need? We need... Oh, this way... What? Let's see here. Let's see here. We need something that's real good. Oh, the Sweat Strike is one. We'll go with the Sweat Strike, I guess. Do I really not have another that... Oh, wow. Sweat Strike it is. Okay. You know what? I'm going to see if I can infuse a little bit, too, with this. Yeah. We'll put this in here. And then we will do this. Boom. And we will go with dash here. And little cute little Andu. Yeah, look at that. Look at them cute eyes. Ooh. Okay. Does this help?
Very much so. Thank you. I feel like now I can uncurl the yarn ball that is my brain. What do you think I should do?
What do you want to do?
I want to go on our date, and I want to get to know him better. Maybe even get him to know me better, too. Do you think he would like that?
I think so, yes. It seems like you don't need our answers. You have yours already.
Sometimes I just feel like I need permission to listen to my heart.
Did you know you can give that permission to yourself? My heart. You're not wrong. Every single time Fable says these things, it's just like, oh my goodness, darling. We need to help you.
I forget that every time, but I know you're right. I think I know what to do now. Somewhat. But I'll figure the rest out. Thank you for listening to me. I think sometimes that's all I really need when I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with being scared, as long as you don't run from the things that make you happy. You're right. It took me a while to realize that. Writing is so easy, you know? I always know where to go. Away. But staying. You have to actually look at yourself. Figure out what your part is in everything. That can be a lot. But when I was on a journey back from Boreas, dancing with Kumo to the music of the navigator's fiddle, thinking about how I would have never gotten to that point if I hadn't put myself out there. Hey! Calentula's also feeling the love tonight. Thank you for gifting the sub. In the love. Tonight. Okay. I realize that life is so much more than a constant game of hide and seek from the things that truly mean something. And I just decided to stop running from my life, not even if I'm scared. I want to do my best to face my problems. Even though it's terrifying, I know that I'm not alone. Is this still about Kumo? No. He was never a problem. He's one of the reasons I'm not alone. It's just like Hio. With good friends by my side, I can do anything.
I don't know if you should do everything. I'm not gonna so here's the thing. While I don't want her to make it so that she, at least the way she while this can be one of those things where it's like it can be thought of as like, hey, don't be afraid to lean on us. I also want to say I want to help push her into more of that individuality. Things with gift sub, appreciate it. Hell yeah. But it's one of those things where I feel like when somebody is like this, like I feel one of the main things, especially if they're writing a good thought process, sometimes it's good to make sure you either help push them further into it, especially because you never know. When somebody gets a moment of inspiration, it can help really, really help them do something that'll make their lives so much better. So that's why I want to say, I can't wait to see what you will do.
It might not be as impressive as you hope, but it will be me. I'm excited about that.
Me too. Really proud of you, Fable.
Thank you for everything, especially the great advice.
That was really great advice. Maybe you should take up some of it too, Grace.
Maybe you should. But we all conquer life at our own pace. My personal next Goliath is going to be reapplying my lip gloss. And maybe some blush. I do feel a little pale. Can I borrow a mirror for a bit, innkeeper?
Of course. There are some free rooms and mirrors upstairs, right next to the acorn chimes. Just ignore the doors with the do not enter signs.
You shouldn't have said that. Now I want to check.
Please, don't.
I won't. I'm polite. Or am I?
Oh, playful are we?
Let's hope she won't find all the nightmare creatures you have locked up in there.
Let's.
Have you ever visited the Twilight Chasm?
Not for a long time to capture any creatures.
I see.
This is awkward.
What do you think about Innkeeper?
You know, innkeeper things.
I don't know, I mean, since I'm not an innkeeper and all.
Right. That song you mentioned, the one you started writing on the ship? I know it's not done yet, but how about a little sneak peek? See if it would make for a good jingle.
I don't think it's jingle material, but I don't mind sharing it with you. Just keep in mind that it's a work in progress.
Of course. Oh. Okay, so because I don't know the tune and everything, I cannot I can't flow a song with this. So I'm going to just read the lyrics.
There's a calling in the wind beneath the talk of the keep. I've heard tales, set the sails. Now it's time for me to leave.
It sounds like a fragment of a great adventure.
So you like it?
It's wonderful. I can't wait to hear more.
Me too. But it's still a little rough around the edges. I feel like it's missing something.
Maybe the next adventure.
Maybe.
Will you let me know when it's done?
Of course. I can't wait to show you the finished version.
Thank you, Mabel. Proud of you.
Or maybe finally finishing a song?
Or not running.
Oh. Thank you. Me too. Innkeeper, do you ever think about taking your own advice?
All the time. Yes.
Why don't you?
I don't know.
It's hard, I know, but I promise I believe in you as much as you believe in me. And I know we'll both be okay.
I would like that.
Me too. Well, I've talked a lot today. I'll give you some space.
Maybe it's time to stop running. Should I? It's time to read that letter. Yes. Oh, that was easy. Guess I've been wanting to go to for a while. Let's hope for no regrets. My dearest friend, long has it been since we've talked last. Long has it been since everything has been seared away by the cold flames of death. I wish I could still remember our last conversation, but it's waning memory. I can only imagine how you enjoyed running away, wishing to forget whatever was between us. Maybe you did, for a brief moment, for these 30 years. If you did, I'm writing you this letter. This letter will kindly remind you of the good old times. To celebrate our reunion, I invite you to the spectacle of this century. Last day of the astral moon welcomed the first light of the dying moon, where the realm of Tuat is just a grasp away. Are there any spirits you'd like to remember? Are you afraid of what they might tell you? Worry not. I'll be right there. Watch the sky closely on the 35th of Cassiopeia. See you soon, old friend. That was... Guess you've always been a fan of symbolism. Didn't even leave an address. Very irresponsible. Oh! Well, he already said what he said. Like I said, this tavern literally makes it so you are literally incapable of cussing. That is him cussing. That sound effect you hear is actually the sound of somebody cussing. Pardon?
No time. Duck. Now. What's going on? Are you okay? Do you need help? Healing? Something's coming. Something big.
Your next show?
What? No. There's no time. Duck! Is the ground?
Okay. If he's saying duck, damn! What the fuck? Am I underwater? Is everyone alright?
I think so, yes. That was a close call. Could have been really dangerous. What just happened? Why? Is there water outside the tavern?
I'd also like to know the answer to that question.
I have got no clue. I was just outside by the woods, drafting my newest song, when the ground beneath my feet began to rumble. Not even a minute passed and it rumbled again. Then a wall of water came rushing toward me. I didn't even dare to wait. I ran immediately, looking for shelter. No way I was gonna let my AGM get wet. These strings are made from real champion silk, and those bodies Ethereal bamboo. It's a rarity. That's the first thing going through your mind, with a giant wave rushing right at you. Worse, this instrument is just as valuable as my hands, and just as versatile. Is everyone alright? Grace, dragons, you're alright. I was worried something had happened to you. Oh, don't worry. When this wall started rumbling, I hid under a table. And then I watched the water rush by the window. It was like a tsunami, but tsunamis are very rare, if not impossible, so far into the mainland. Right. It's so strange. Everything seems to be submerged out there.
I am now officially worried about everyone else. Specifically, our Cloud Boy and Melly. I am worried about those two specifically. And Carolyn. Well, Carolyn, I feel like, no, actually, no, I'm worried about Carolyn.
What could have caused such a cataclysm? Worrying, to say the least. It's definitely too dangerous to go outside. Even the tavern is leaking.
Don't worry, it'll withstand.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I've gone through worse than this.
You?
I mean, it's gotten through worse than this. Oh. Am I the Tavern?
Wouldn't have thought could withstand.
Yeah, she's looking at you like interesting. Alright.
Wouldn't have thought it could withstand this sort of thing. But even more so, I'm glad it can. Seems to be a simple yet very sturdy tavern after all. Just like you, innkeeper. Are you flirting with the innkeeper? Huh. Me? No. Also, that's besides the point.
It is.
I mean, unless.
I like to work with my body. Helps it in a lot of aspects.
Can we get back to the point, please? Yeah, sure. The point.
Right, back to the point. Did you see exactly what happened?
Not really. I was listening to the whistle of the wind in the treetops, jotting down notes for my next song, when suddenly a horde of silver-crested deer rushed right past me. Before they could trample me over me, I jumped on the rock I was sitting on and watched them gallop downhill. Then I saw water break through the canopies, snapping trees in half like they were silk skewers. I wasted no second. I turned on my heel, knowing I'd be done for if I had waited just a moment longer. Then I was here. Told you to duck. It sounds horrible. Are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine. Thanks. Anyways, with whom do I have the pleasure? Grace. Nice to meet you, Grace. Oh my. You're boyish, aren't you? A silver-tongued virtuoso. I, um, yes, that would be me. My apologies. I didn't mean to push any boundaries. But I saw you perform at Dropstone Institute's campus that one time. And I must say, you pulled on all my heartstrings with your beautiful performance. Oh, I did that? Yes. I was awestruck by what your music could do. It was like magic in its very own way. Music can be very soothing in moments of distress. Were you distressed back then? Were you distressed back then?
There we are. I had to find the voice again.
A little. I don't remember exactly why anymore, but I remember the emotion. But no more distressed than I am now. I hope Hex is safe as well. I'm sure he is. Shoot! Did you see the creature that swam by? What? Where? It looked like a red-winged eel. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in ages. Where? In its natural habitat? Actually, the Twilight Chasm. Why is it here?
What the fuck? Stop blowing bubbles, you're making me upset.
Something isn't right. I'm afraid you might be correct. I'm also afraid. Very much so. I don't think it's safe to go outside.
Of course not. You should all stay for the night. Would that be possible? Of course. The tavern will withstand this, and a bit of company wouldn't hurt.
I agree. Thank you, innkeeper. Say, you with loot. What's your name? Fable. My name is Fable. Do you play flute, I mean? Sometimes. I'm still practicing and all that good with it yet. How about we play together? A song or two to lift our spirits and wait until out the catastrophe going on outside. I'm very untuned. It goes without a tune fairly quickly, but I guess that's a loot thing. I gotcha. Show it to me. I'll help you, and then we'll jam until a new mess dawn rises.
Oh, his arm! What the fuck? Oh, we're in Act 3. Act 3. The Twilight Flood. Chapter 14. Rising Tides. 18th of the Astral Moon. Man. All my shit's all watered up. Hex, how'd you get here?
Grace! Is Grace here?
Good mythical morning to you, Hex. To you too, Hex.
This isn't funny, innkeeper. Tell me, is she here? Please tell me she's here.
She is. Oh, she is. I'll let her know you are here too.
Thank you. Why the dragons? I was worried sick. So sick.
She'll be happy to know you're safe and sound too.
The flood was enormous, and if she had gotten caught up in it... Oh, no. I don't want to even begin to imagine.
Then don't. How about a drink to calm your nerves?
Um, yes. A drink sounds great. Something that will untangle my thoughts and help me focus.
I'll see what I can do. Oh, the music's different again. Let's see. I like this music. This music's nice. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go with the Peak Sunrise. I really, really, really like this track. I think this is my favorite track so far. Maybe this will help you clear your mind. It does. At least a little bit. Thank you, Innkeeper. Hags. Good to see you safe and well. You too. Where have you been? Are you alright? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. Innkeeper and yesterday's superstars took good care of me. Yes, you took good care of us. The least we could have done was be there for each other. How have you been, dear brother dear? Did you get hurt? No, but I was worried about you. Whole night locked in that damned house. All I could think about was how the flood might have... Didn't you tell me you were going to the tavern? I looked everywhere for you. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I needed your permission to go outside. That's not what I'm trying to say. Then what are you trying to say? That... You could have gotten hurt and I wouldn't have known. You don't expect a tsunami to hit Gaia every day. That wasn't in a foreseeable future, Haxie. Uncontrolled things happen. When they do, we do our best to overcome them. Also, I can protect myself quite well. Still, how was I supposed to know that you were safe? I'm an adult, you know. Could try trusting in my capabilities. Furthermore, Sour was very useful last semester. Sour? Protective sigils and other remedies. Oh. Also, the tavern itself is well protected by my own brand of sigils. That's at least something. Yes, very thankful the innkeeper and his tavern kept me safe. Didn't mean to worry you. Didn't plan on being gone for so long. But then the flood happened. Okay, sure. How have you been holding up? Is the house alright? Apart from some minor damage and some leakage in the roof, I suppose it's fine. I just wasn't aware of the approaching flood until the house's foundation started trembling. I was busy at my workshop, harvesting the essence of Dimension 567 for my research. I hope you didn't rip a hole in the fabric of magic again. I didn't. Even if I did, you couldn't have stopped me. You weren't there after all. Right. But I can scold you now. You won't. You won't want to make too when you find out I actually managed to harvest something. You did. That's amazing. What a huge breakthrough. And that would mean I created a teeny tiny rift to the astral plane and got my hands on some stardust. Well, sort of. How? I got an astral shard from when the stars fell. Ah, I see. There's still the issue of never knowing exactly what might come through when you open these kinds of rifts. Could be anything or anyone. Like creatures? For example, wouldn't be good. Yeah, it wouldn't. Because when your sister disappears again, you wouldn't know if she got eaten by a creature or is just out for a stroll. Hex, cut it out. What? We get it, alright? I went away, you were worried. We get it. I'm my own person and I can do what I like. Getting tired of this. Well, me too. And stop. I don't want to fight. Then don't. Sorry. It's fine. We shouldn't spend our time fighting when there's so many more interesting things going on. How about a wee bit of distraction? Oh, we could go outside and see if we can take samples of the flood water. Exactly. Who knows when who knows? Maybe it holds spectacular and rare magical properties. That sounds lit! Maybe it'll help me finish my long-term research project. Possibly. Though to access the primordial vortex, you'd need primordial seawater, I know. But who knows what we'll find? Don't forget to fill me on your research. Theoretically, I'd tell you anything, but only theoretically. Wouldn't have expected anything else. Thank you, Innkeeper, for hosting me the night and all. See you soon. Hey, there's my other. Good morning. What the fuck is this music? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I forgot. I think this is his. No. I don't know. Anyways, good morning, you two. You sleep well? As well as we could with the sweet song of stormy waves pattering against our windows. So, very well, Wind, with inspiring dreams. Glad to hear that. Your impromptu concert certainly helped me sleep. Because it was so boring? No, because it calmed my nerves. All of our nerves, I think. Not that I have any. You don't have any nerves? Is that a phantasm thing? No. I meant those metaphorical nerves. Oh, you get those too? No. Of course not. I'm boy. Well, yeah. Sometimes. Mostly when I have to perform. Isn't that embarrassing? Not really. That also made me nervous. Oh. Though, I have to say, last night, performing with you for Grace and the Innkeeper, it was kind of relaxing. I could just lose myself in the performance without having to worry about what anyone would think of me. Not that I ever do, but it was nice. We should maybe make more music together sometime. Dankeschön. I'm gonna say actually Fable just started on a new song. Maybe you can collaborate. Really? That would be awesome. Well, I actually... Yes, you're right. That would be awesome. I think working on it together would be fun. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hooray. I'm looking forward to our grand collaboration. And charming you with it, Innkeeper. Alright. You're supposed to say you're also looking forward to it. I don't think you're supposed to say that part out. Nah, I'll say it. I'm very much looking forward to it. That's what I thought. Aren't we gonna be cool together? The coolest. Too cool for me to describe. I already know we'll blow you away. I'm counting on it. Enough chit-chat. I should check up on the village. Maybe someone needs a good song to cheer them up.
Sure, Baya would love one.
I think probably cheered up by the good flood. But speaking of her, maybe you can hand out some of her spa coupons for me?
Sure thing. Her spa rocks.
I shall start by enlightening Grace. Is she still here? No, she just left. Together with Hex. Something about primordial water.
Those wizards. I'll try to catch up to them. See you soon. Don't finish the song without me, Fable. I'll wait for you. Can I get one of those coupons?
Sure you can. Just make sure to tell Baya I sent you.
Of course. What a strange morning. Or exciting morning? Both, I think.
Would you like a morning drink?
Yes. Something that will help me with my writing my song, please.
Alright, let's take a look here. Hey, something with charisma. Oh, I love this track! This track is really good. I actually think 1,000 Winds is perfect for this. Thousand Winds coming right on up. Right after I pet this cutie right here. Yes. Perfect. A drink with 0 primordial water, maybe.
It does taste a little primordial. And very delicious.
Perfect.
You know, last night, when I couldn't sleep, I was watching the fish swimming by the windows.
Actually, that would be really like, can you imagine, okay, let's just imagine the fact no one's breaking through, nothing's breaking through, but outside the world, everything's flooded. But you get to see fishes, swim by and everything, and it's just all kinds of aquatic life that just swim by. How would y'all feel? Would y'all, find it relaxing or horrifying? For me, I'd find it relaxing.
Their scales kept reflecting in the water, making them shift and shiver like they almost weren't there. I was mesmerized by them. It was like a dream that kept pulling me towards the waves. It was beautiful, and haunting. I think it looks like that every day somewhere.
That beautiful?
Haunting.
I think any place we can imagine exists somewhere. If only in our heads.
I'd like to see all those places.
I don't think they're all safe to see. Carolyn! And I keep forgetting the new name.
Fable, by the heavens, they're here.
Shit, hold up.
Let me reread. By the dragons, they're here.
Okay.
Are you alright? I am. The innkeeper kept me safe. It's good to see you both are well too. Wouldn't you have let us know you were breathing? Couldn't find you anywhere. I'm sorry. I just woke up. Are you guys worried about me?
Yeah, actually, these are their closest friends. Now thinking about it,
Maybe. Of course we were. Don't even know if you can swim. I can. Can you?
of course.
No. Oh, we should teach you sometime.
Funny enough, this is actually one of the main reasons why I was worried about Carolyn. Because I was like, Carolyn makes me think more werecat than werewolf, but fuck it. Even so, I just, all that fur, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if she would be able to swim or not.
Sure. Thank you for worrying about me. We actually had a pretty nice night. Boy and I gave Grace the innkeeper a small concert while we were all stuck inside.
Oh, said that we missed that.
I can track down Boy to give you guys an encore.
That'd be nice. Again, I love the fact that okay, it's Kumo. It's because his name keeps fucking changing. Stick to one, damn it. Why'd you have to say something, innkeeper? I like the fact that he's becoming more outspoken and more honest with his feelings. I'm sorry I didn't get around to picking you up.
It's okay. I bet the roads were all a bit busy.
Yeah, it was a little tough getting out. Rufus loved it though. I think he made some new friends. Seems like this catastrophe had some pleasant side effects. What happened anyway? Did a whale eat a moon this time?
No idea what happened, but no idea what that's supposed to mean, but no. Or maybe. No idea how it happened. They say the primordial sea flooded the Twilight Chasm, and it all was spilled out through its portals in Soa, leaving us with this mess.
Well, that's new. At least the other continents probably got through it without much trouble. Once they can be less jealous of our portals. I do hope everyone is okay.
Everyone we could check on is. Luckily for us, the water's drained enough to rescue everyone around here. Though I heard the underwater hasn't emerged yet.
The underwater hasn't emerged yet? Happy to see you all emerged. Mostly. What does that mean? Are you still looking for someone? Yes. I'm scared now. Don't you dare. Melly better be fucking okay. Yes, I was wondering if Melly is here. She wasn't home when I checked on her. No, she didn't stop by yesterday, nor today. Did you see her before that? Did she say where she'd be going? I'm afraid she hasn't been in since you returned from Zorford.
That wizard punk hasn't seen her either. Took a second to ask him when he almost broke down Kumo's door looking for Grace. Do we know if she can swim?
I'm sure. The thing is, I actually don't think she can, because she literally is a fucking cat. And I'm under the impression cats normally don't like water. And her being a werewolf, dogs don't like water times too. Depends. Anyways, I'm sure she can, but I'm sure she's just taken shelter elsewhere. You taught her how to hide well, after all. Maybe she's just putting that to good use. When I returned yesterday, I found Rufus eating out of a strange apparatus that dispenses food and water every couple hours.
Like someone really smart set it up for him in their absence?
Yes, he was gorging himself on some food, but Millie was nowhere to be found.
Oh, that's more worrying. Did she leave a note?
No. Speak good. Bring good out, bring good in. I'm sure she's okay. Maybe ask Una. She probably put her up to something. Shall. Let's keep that avenue. Right now. I'm sorry. the fact that when he does that expression is like, oh man, he is genuinely frantic right now. Babel, would you be okay moving our time? Time? Got an appointment or something? More like a date. Can't wait for that story. I'll tell you later. But yes, we should move it. This isn't the kind of dancing in the rain I was hoping for. Me neither. Another time then. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Me too. I hope she didn't try to investigate the fish and eat her alive. Sounds a little more hopeful. The girl's savvy. I mean, look at her. That contraption she left behind. Ain't no fish got any chance against her. Being hopeful isn't really my thing. Can make it your thing. I'll let you know when I find her. You're too cute and end of a few words. End of words. He's just worried. Huh? Speaking of worries and words, Lynn, it's good to finally see you back. How was the escorting? Hope you didn't get too wet. It happened. How did it happen? Oh, actually, this can wait a bit, right? I want to give her space, so I'm going to say yeah. Thanks for understanding. I'll be back later once I can think more clearly. I've still got some people I'd like to check up on. Mabel, I'm guessing you'd like to check with your family too. Yes, I would love to see how make sure everyone's all right. Maybe Melly's with the Amarantian Hydra. She really wanted to ask it for tea recommendations. Counting on you returning with a good story. Don't get too excited. See if I can drag Rhea and Fancy Pants along as well. They could use a drink. Speaking of which, got one for the road. Sure thing. Something strong to get you through all that socializing? You got it. What can I say? I read my girl best. Alright. We're gonna go with Sailor's Courage. Let's see here. Which one was the one that gave double pluses? So, Swad. Actually, I could probably go with this one. I don't need that. This though. Sailor's Courage. Onwards! Here, the strongest thing I could brew up for you. Thanks. Miss these drinks. A little. Oh, that's sweet. Don't dwell on it. Anyway, Fable, let's go. I'll be right back. I'll be right there. I'm sure everybody will be okay, Innkeeper. Don't you worry about it. Make sure to keep a hot chocolate warm for Melly. I'm sure she'd love one of those. I'll give it my best. I know you will. Don't swim out too far. You'll see. Waters are dangerous these days. Just what are you up to? Time to make sure I have enough ingredients for a hot chocolate, I guess. Oh! Una. Good to see you're open and keep. And a good evening to you too, Una. Spare me the babbling. Glad to see you seem to be unharmed. I am. Thanks to some protective spells I put on the inn a while back. Works better than any insurance. What about you? Are you unharmed?
I'm as good as new! Might be missing an arm, but that doesn't mean I forgot how to swim. It's easier than walking, actually.
That kind of makes sense.
And breathing in water instead of air was unexpectedly nice. These gills aren't just for decorative purposes. It's a little bit like home, you know. But the water tasted different than the one of the astral sea. More primordial, I might even say.
Yeah, I figured. But you don't seem to be very worried about it.
Nah, whatever happened, just none of my business now. I'm retired. Water also doesn't bother me. Shouldn't bother you too much either, am I right? Since you're so close to...
I knew you wouldn't forget.
I might be old, but I'm not senile.
Hold up, let me reword that.
I might be old, but I'm not senile.
Me neither.
So you wouldn't call the primordial sea your home then?
I've inhabited a few planes already. My past doesn't define the word home for me anymore. But you're right. Primordial water doesn't do any harm to me. Even if I wanted to drown in it, I wouldn't be able to. But honestly, was more worried about my patrons and the inn itself. I hope everyone is safe and well.
Wouldn't worry too much about all your regulars. Adventurers are tough folk, and your drinks toughen them up even further.
I have faith that you're right.
But your tavern... Well, let's just say it has definitely seen better days. Nah, that's kind of an understatement. It looks like shit.
Ouch. I've been working the whole day to clean up as much as I can.
My condolences. Say, have you ever talked to the Wizard of Morghoulus?
No. Sadly, I haven't had the pleasure.
Oh, you should if you haven't got the chance. He's always loved all kinds of spells and enchantments. More of the kind involving trickery, like puzzles and traps. But I'm sure he also knows a protective spell or two. I mean, he's been protecting his wizard tower for quite some time now.
Interesting. Let's enjoy some puzzles, traps, it's trickery. So that's 1, 2. Alright. We might already have a quest on our hands. I'll keep that in mind if I ever get to meet him. But I suppose you're not just here to talk. How's about a drink?
You definitely have a way with customer service. How's about a drink that'll wake me old muscles up, so I can help you tidy up your tavern afterwards?
Can't quite remember having asked for help.
What's that? My old ears suddenly can't understand what you're saying. How unfortunate. Maybe a strong drink would help.
Alright. Coming right up. Yep, Sailor's Courage. Let's do it. Have one of those chilies. Oh wait, that's already good. There you go, a drink powerful like the astral sea.
Wonderful! Consumed in the primordial water to just mere weeks. And it doesn't taste exactly like home, but the taste of elemental magic provides some old memories. Gotta say, you definitely know your craft.
Thank you. Could I maybe convince you to relax and let me do my work?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Forget it. Let's clean this messy tavern.
You insist?
Before I forget, all that water swept some animal remains into my pockets. I don't really know where they came from, and I don't really feel any kind of astral energy coming from them. So I assume they're either Canadian or primordial. But, and before I stab myself with them while cleaning, I wanted to check if you'd have any use for them.
Stab?
Yeah, they're surprisingly sharp.
Now, I'm curious. Let me see.
You're so easy.
Saber Fang. Hold up. Dude! Alright, what does this do? This does sword and speed. Thank you, no? I might be not be they might be not be primordial, but I think I know just what to do with them.
Gonna spice up some drinks.
Maybe.
Can't wait to try them. And now let's spice up this old rusty tavern.
Distract him. Hold up. I need to check. What is this? Man, it doesn't tell me what I did to do it. Welcome back to my tavern, brave adventurers. Good to see you're all unharmed and doing well. Okay, you got tears in your eyes. Did the mission fail?
At least we didn't drown. By the way, who's that granny on your couch porch? Looks like she's collecting firewood.
Don't mind her. She's an old friend of mine with some weird habits. She wanted to help tidy up my tavern after the flood.
That's kind of nice, actually.
I suppose so. I couldn't convince her to let me do it alone. Did the flood hit you as well?
You bet. I had to hold on to Rhea just for a quick second there, as she might would have been swept up away like a twig. Ah, hold your hop. Hold your wish.
I don't know what that fuck that meant.
I just passed Themis when it happened. Luckily, there were two carriages nearby, wedges between sturdy trees and a large boulder. We managed to pull ourselves out of the raging waters and into those carriages. Thank the dragons, it could have gone south real quick. And your tavern looks a wee bit wet as well.
It is. I've been working non-stop to clean it up.
That's not good.
Working non-stop? Comes with being self-employed, I guess.
No, I mean the floods. Never heard of a flood that massive. Spread all the way from Themis to Zenith. You're right. We certainly aren't that close to the sea. Themis maybe, not your end.
It's all very recent. We'll have to wait until we know the true extent of it. But what about your mission? Did you complete it before the flood started? I'm going to take that as a no. Come to think of it, Archie, you've been awful quiet lately. That's very unlike the noble hero I know.
Give him a break, would you? Had some pretty rough nights.
Oh, something go wrong.
The drink you prepared for us with those golden feathers.
I remember.
I mean, it did what it was supposed to.
But it wasn't enough. I don't know how to make.
I don't know if another potion could have changed our fate, though.
What happened?
I guess I'm telling this story then. Let's begin. We actually would have been well prepared if this had been a normal escorting mission, that is. It all started just like a regular quest. We met our client in his temporary abode, which looked like it was worth more money than care and I will make in our lives. Combined. Correct. Anyway, our client's name was Theodore.
Theodore Hugo. Frederick Sinclair III, to be exact.
He told us politely not to call him by his full name, so we agreed on Theodore. He's the noble son of some wealthy diplomat, hence the long name.
I figured. And you had to get him to Diria because of some financial conflicts between them and the mainland.
Correct. At first, everything went surprisingly well. Since the magical bridge got destroyed, we had to get to Diria by ship. Because of the dispute, no ships from the mainland are allowed to dock in Massa. So we had to take the long way. From the port of Windmoor, the Windy Meadows to Twinborough, and then to Amasa by foot. All with the young nobleman that rarely strays from home. The kid has some quirks and mannerisms neither of us were familiar with. But luckily Archie here was able to help us out. Tend to be a little wary around rich people, but we actually got along quite well. Especially little Archie here was hanging on his every word. He didn't take the main road to avoid too much unwanted attention. Moving quickly through the Algerian tundra, we only encountered a few obstacles, like tree trunks. Rhea and I kept the path clear while Archie entertained their clients. He was quite useful after all, even though it was his first quest. Definitely knew how he knew to tell stories and keep us entertained. Theodore loved every tale Archie told. Yeah, seems like you're a natural-born storyteller. You also have a surprising amount of knowledge about plants and stuff in the orange head of yours.
I'm glad I could be of help. Theo rarely went outside, so I assisted him with knowledge of the plants that sting and those with poisons. That's very helpful skills.
Everything went as planned until the sun started setting. I think my ears picked it up at first. They were like a bunch of low humming sounds. Far away still, but definitely unusual. Didn't hear anything, but I'd always trust the fluffy ears of Vukakin over my own. I asked the two boys if those types of sounds were common around there, but they both denied it. That's when I started getting this weird feeling in my guts. Every experienced adventurer develops that sooner or later. It's like a sixth sense to keep an eye out in trouble.
You know what? We're gonna. I know what you're talking about. That looming feeling deep within your stomach.
I knew something was wrong. That if we didn't get out of here, our situation could only get worse. First, I just told Rhea, didn't want to alarm the two boys. Our client should never be afraid. That's just bad customer service. Agreed. So we quietly tried to figure out what to do. But by then, I could only faintly hear the deep sounds. But if I could hear them, Archie and Theodore could also as well. And they also heard us talking.
That's unfortunate.
We agreed on positioning the two boys between us, even though Archie proclaimed he could fight as well. A simple yet but efficient lineup. Me at the back of the line, Kara in the front because she's got the best ears. Theodore was still calm. He said something along the lines of course they'd try and start an assault. That's why I hired you, remember?
He's not wrong.
I just would have expected more, the regular kind of assassin.
Whatever that might be.
If you'd let me continue, you'd get it.
Sorry, my bad.
To make things worse, it got real dark real quick. And we could hear the guttural grunting all around us. She said, "Bog and crap. Where are they? Where are they coming from?" But, well... At first I could only see one, then two. And suddenly they were everywhere.
Zombies. We were surrounded by zombies.
I had to think fast. There weren't any gaps in their formation, so I knew we had to fight. Thanks to those enchanted feathers to do in your drink, I was able to quickly overpower two zombies by smashing their heads together. You're strong. I like strong women.
I do too, Rhea. I do too.
I pushed both boys forward so they start get moving. I knew if we wanted to get out of there in one piece, we needed to stay together. Kara was blocking attacks left and right, slicing through rotten skin and brittle bones with her great sword. She was a sight to behold. My sword just lended me its power to fight us through. But I would have needed more time to figure out the plan. There were just so many of them.
I feel like this is one of those results where it's like, if either way the mission's going to, well, I'm guessing the mission failed, but it'd be more like, well, she would have the brains, but she didn't have the speed. Or she had the speed, but she didn't have the brains.
I knew we had to get back to the main road. The glass terrain was so deep in the forest was very uneven and made running away from a horde of the undead even more difficult. How did so many of them even get there? At least, it was apparent why all the animals had disappeared on the road. They got eaten by the undead. We'd been next if we didn't get them out of there. So we ran. It turns out a nobleman's clothes aren't made for running. They're made for nothing except looking obnoxious.
They're not even that comfortable. I was more prepared than Theo, but even some of my seams ripped. I could hear Rhea behind us, telling us to hurry up unless we wanted to die. So I wrapped my hand around Theo's velvet-cloaked wrist and just didn't let go. There was no way I would let someone die on my first mission. But then, right before we got to the main road, he tripped. I suppose it was bound to happen. Rhea had somehow outran us and was already stumbling onto the main road ahead. I tried to pull Theo up on his feet, but his pants must have got caught on some thorns, and he just couldn't get up. I tried to get him free, I really tried, but my hands were just so sweaty, shaky. I saw the zombies, I saw their rotting faces, and they got closer and
I was too far ahead to realize what was going on. And when I finally noticed, it was too late. I knew getting to the road was our main priority, but when I got there and the two boys were missing, I knew something must have gone wrong. I turned around, and as I did, I saw Archie and Theodore on the ground. Just zombies getting real close to them. I warded off the first two, maybe three, but there were just too many of them. And Theo screamed the most horrifying scream filled with pain and agony. I've read about this sort of scream before, but I didn't think it would sound so heartbreaking. Yes. That was when Rhea and Carolyn suddenly appeared next to us again. He pushed the zombies back and helped Theo get up. Well, as much as he could with what was left of his left leg. I knew I had to come up with the plan. There were too many zombies for us to fight, and running away would have been difficult since Theodore was hurt. But your drink was driving me forward. Kind of like a drinkable Lucky Charm. It already tricked the Chimera into giving me its saliva, so I should have been able to handle a few undead and hurt clients with ease. You tricked the Chimera. Sure did. You truly are full of wonders. And since fighting wasn't a possibility this time, I thought maybe I could outsmart the dead. Theo was hurt. He also wasn't looking good. The undead seemed to be drawn to the smell of his fresh blood. Thanks to your drink, I was quite hasty. I knew I could outrun any dead. So on our in, I turned back to the other three. Rhea was trying to fight back dozens of monsters while Archie supported Theodore. I grabbed a piece of bloodied cloth that had been ripped off of Theodore's leg. I don't know if they listened or if it was just the smell. It drew them to me, so I yelled, "I'm here, come get your fresh piece of meat." I thought she'd gone crazy, I tell you. But it was a smart move. Definitely had their attention. Archie was out of it, so I told Rhea to just follow the path to Amasa and treat Theodore's wounds as quickly as possible. I would then catch up to him as soon as I was done there. And that's what we did. I don't argue with women that are taller and faster than me. They're quick for thinking and probably say to her. Good call, both of you. I led those brain-dead monsters to the opposite direction. Turns out I could easily outrun them. But I wanted to get rid of them once and for all, or else we wouldn't have been safe for long. And as soon as I spotted a cliff between the trees with nothing but the vast sea further on, I knew what to do. I knew I had to override my instincts, so it was kind of dangerous. You didn't. I yelled one more time. You jumped in the fucking ocean, didn't you? Come get me if you can. Then I threw the piece of cloth off a cliff. Instincts kicked in, wanting to play fetched. Oh! Okay, so she had to fight the urge to fetch it. Which, stop being cute. Anyways. Luckily, my will was stronger than the monsters. One after another, they tried to catch the blood, drenched fabric, fabric and jumped, falling to their, well, hopefully final deaths. I can't believe that actually worked. Me neither, but otherwise I wouldn't be standing here. But it seems like the undead are kind of like a pack animals, at least for the most part. Went on to the brain dead. I'm gonna kind of start. Oh, this should be fine. A few of them didn't take the bait, but nothing my great sword couldn't fix. I followed Ray and the boys' tracks until we met up again. We could already see the light of a massa in the distance.
but we hadn't been fast enough. Damn, Theo died. With every step, Theo's hand grasped my shoulder. It's getting weaker and weaker. I didn't even dare look at his face while I talked to him to keep him awake, even when his answers started giving sparse and quiet. Well, you made it, right? Right? Wait. No. You didn't make it. Shit, I don't know what to say with this, man. Tell me that's not true. You're joking, right? They effectively say the same thing, but... Tell me that's not true. I wish it wasn't. But I'd never lie about someone's death. Especially not his. I'm so sorry, Archie. I didn't know the mission would be so dangerous.
It's not your fault, Innkeep. It's none of our faults either.
We should have prepared a different train for you. It's alright. We did our best. Things don't always go as planned. This life isn't as magically perfect as the numerous tales I read would suggest. Bad things can happen to anyone. Even to those with the purest of hearts. Some may deserve it, but most don't. I just wish it wouldn't have been him. It's such a selfish thought, but I can't get it out of my head.
That's fine.
It's just not fair. Why him? I apologize. I didn't mean to raise my voice like that.
It's alright, kid. We know the pain you feel. No. Some deaths are inevitable. Illness, old age, whatever it may be. Those are easier to stomach even if they hurt.
That's true.
And then there are deaths which are completely unexpected. Those don't feel fair to us. They make us think, if only I did this, if only I said that, and so forth. But you mustn't dwell on those feelings. It's okay to mourn, but you can't change the past. The only thing you can change is the future. Live the life your friend would have wanted for you. Make him proud.
I suppose you're right. What did you do then? Did you still go to Masa? We did, yes. He must have died just before we arrived. Someone from the Night Watch recognized him. We were immediately surrounded by healers, but it was already too late. He may bring bodies back from the dead, but not souls.
After we explained the situation and how I got rid of the zombies, he offered for us to stay the night. We needed some rest after making our way back to the next morning.
I also sent a letter to Theo's family. I wanted to. After all, I've known him since I was a child. I was with him in his last moments. If someone was going to deliver the bad news, it needed to be me. I'm not sure I could have acted so calm and collected. I really wasn't. I know if this is perhaps too macabre, but would you hold on to something for me? Of course. What is it? It's, well, that I used to write the letter to Theo's parents. Must have lost my supplies somewhere on the way to Tyria, so I had to buy a new quill. First I thought of it as a nice memento, but the wound's still too fresh. I'll hold on to it, as long as you need me to. Thank you, innkeeper. Just what's going to happen with the dispute between Tyrion and the mainland now? Now that an ambassador has died on Tyrian soil, it's just such a mess. We didn't fix anything. Made things worse. Anyway, I'm just so terribly tired. Please excuse me. Good night, everyone.
You want to sleep here tonight?
Sometimes a little company can do wonders. You'll be safe from any potential floods.
I'll also be sleeping here.
Suppose you're right. Maybe I'll occupy one of your rooms then, your innkeeper. Of course. Go on upstairs. Third door on the left. Make yourself at home. I think I'll just sleep. But I appreciate your kindness. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
He'll be alright. Let the kid grieve.
Yes, asking if either of you would like a drink would be a little insensitive at this point.
Don't.
Got it.
Instead, here, let's talk about your extraordinary fighting skills. Gotta say, I was really impressed with how you decimated those zombies. Takes a good beast slayer to know one. Nah, I'm more of a general fighting type, you know. But I always appreciate two strong hands. Such a well-crafted greatsword on top of that. Happy to see you appreciating good, solid craftsmanship. It was a gift from Mummy Baba. She told me that great dragons themselves gifted it to her, but I don't know if that's true. Have you ever seen the Great Axe of Ur? The most powerful weapon ever forged by the origin of this world themselves? You bet. You think it really exists? I mean, my Baba loved to tell stories, but if her sword was made by the dragons, maybe Ur's great axe is also more than just a myth. Dwarves had their origin in their subterranean caves, you know, on the plain of Ur. I grew up in the labyrinth of caves, surrounded by gems and ores and legends and tales. I mean, I haven't seen it with me own two eyes yet, but I'm convinced the legendary weapon exists. But it's so large, I probably wouldn't even recognize it as an axe. I heard Ur keeps it in their resting place at all times. Yeah, though so far no one has found that yet.
And hopefully no one has to.
What do you mean?
You know the tale. If someone has to wake Ur up,
The apocalypse would begin.
but that's just an old tale, right? Something you tell kids that don't want to eat their food. You know, eat up or Ur will awaken.
Wistful quarantine techniques, if you ask me. Yeah, I got to hear that a few times when I was a little wee bairn. All those tales ever did was make me want to craft a legendary weapon myself. Have you ever made something like that? Not yet, but I will soon. I'll make the greatest weapon ever forged and smash this year's Or Heart Blacksmith's competition to bits. I'll outcraft me ex-husbands with ease that... Ex-husband? Yeah, we used to work together. Now he claims I wouldn't stand a chance without him. But I'll prove him wrong. Anyways, Enki. Gare, I think it's getting quite late and it's been an exhausting week. Absolutely agreed. Let's get some rest. And then look for another quest elsewhere to afford me crafting materials. Good night, you two.
Good night, Lynn.
Night, Innkeep.
Well, that was a dark end to the day. Hey, the flood's gone. Alright. I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. Who is on? Ooh, Robot's on. Close the book on there. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. If you did, feel free to follow me here on Twitch. You can also subscribe, though you don't have to. You can also check out my YouTube channel, which is full of my VODs of the various different parts of Tavern Talk, as well as other games that I have played. I'm currently playing through Tavern Talk. I am playing through Quake. I'm also playing through Dread X Collection 2. So, yeah. Stay tuned for that. Also, feel free to check out my Discord pinned in the comment in the chat up above. Which I'm actually going to unpin in a moment. But for now, that's gonna have to do it for now. We're gonna go ahead and raid 64. Oh, but. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Deuces.